So we have officially landed at Fraser's. We're now dropped off at Kingfisher Bay Resort, so we're going to make our way out to Central Camp Point, or Camp Station, Central Station, which is just south of Lake Mackenzie. So we're going to head up there and probably deflate once we start to get to a little bit of sand. And so we've got this U-Butte little tool set up on the rears. Well, no, don't want to be in the shot.
No, I'll need to get something.
It's called the Indeflate from Max Tracks, and basically what it is, it's a deflator that runs 2 lines. You can also get a 4, which goes to front and rears at the same time, but we've just got the set of 2, so we can do either the 2 axles, the rear axles, 2 fronts, or 2 sides, your choice really. But we're swapping down for the rears and doing them at once. So I'll run 20 PSI on the rear and 18s in the front. So we'll keep going. So basically now it's all plugged in, hook it on, and then push it up, and then it'll be done. And stop. So when you're dumping your tyre pressure, a good general rule of thumb is whatever your rim sizes should be the lowest you go. So we've got 16-inch rims, you can go down to 16 PSI, but I'm going to keep a little bit air in it just because of the weight in the back and the weight of the car. So we'll run 18 fronts, 20 in the rear. So that's what we're running. Shortly after airing down, we started to venture into the heart of Fraser Island, where we stayed the night at Central Station Camp Zone. Now this was an absolute immaculate spot in the nice rainforests of Fraser Island. I would highly recommend you staying here if you are coming onto Fraser. After we stayed the night here, we made our way to Lake Mackenzie, one of the inland lakes that are on Fraser, and you'll get to see some nice footage of Lake Mackenzie. So we have currently pulled up campsite at campground zone 8. It's hard to tell exactly where we are. I'll have to get the map out and show you. But we're up here for tonight. Then we're going to travel further north, which is that way. We're going to go check out Nagala Rocks, head up to the lighthouse tomorrow, and then further tomorrow we'll head back down south. And we're booked in for, if I remember correctly, 3 nights at campground zone 6. And then down to zone 4, zone 2, and then I think it was like 3 nights at each zone, going down in even numbers all the way until we get back down on the 15th or the 16th, I can't remember off the top of my head, which is when we'll get the ferry back from Inskip Point down to obviously Rainbow Beach, go pick up the dogs, and then head back around onto Rainbow Beach. So as you would have seen, it's looking pretty good so far. Biggest thing I've taken away from this trip is that the distances are huge on the island. Like, not huge, but they're bigger than what I thought. Obviously for speed and stuff like that. Like, yes, it's only like 20 k's from where we got off at Kingfisher Bay Resort across the Central Station where we stayed last night. It's only like 22 k's or 25 k's, but obviously doing 30 k's an hour, that's almost an hour to get in there. So the biggest takeaway is just to allow yourself more time to get somewhere on the island. But other than that, we are having an absolute ball. So we are going to go cook some dinner, and I'll catch you tomorrow. So just up here at Nagala Rocks South, just walking the wet bit, just to double check the depth before we go through. and then we'll get the tritons going through. It's a bit of a line, so we'll have to wait a little bit, but it's always good to walk the water first, see how deep it is before you go in and belly your car out and flood it like I did the old Jeep. I'll put some photos up, you can see the old Jeep. Anyway, let's give it a crack. So as you just saw, we made it through the rocky section of Nagala Rocks, but unfortunately Nagala won when it came to hit the sand. Very, very soft sand, very chewed up. A few people went before us, very chewed, so unfortunately we didn't make it all the way through. So Nagala 1, Triton 0. So maybe we need to rebuild the engine and rebuild the whole car from scratch, ready to take on Nagala, and then maybe when I'm 30, which is 2 years, we've got 2 years, we'll come back and try Nagala. Maybe. If we can get this video to, I don't know, I don't get very many likes at the moment, so maybe we'll say 30 likes. If we get 30 likes, I'll do it. So share it and make sure you all like it. After arriving back at the campsite, we were greeted by a four-legged friend, which we had to remove. But unfortunately, that wasn't going to be our only visitor for the night and next day. We're about to be visited by 35 mil of rain. So a bit of a trip update. I'm looking very dark and sunburnt at the moment. But yesterday we just had a day by the water and we just pretty much fished all day. We didn't catch anything, unfortunately, but we just had a good day on the rods. This morning we woke up and it is absolutely pissing down. So the swag copped a bit of water inside, so I've decided to jump in the car where it's dry for now. We'll reassess what we're going to do for the day a little bit later. But we've spent, this is second day at zone 6, which is just south, like we're maybe not even a kilometre south of Cathedral Beach, or Cathedral on Fraser, which is a resort up there. So we'll stay here another night, and then tomorrow we head down to Eli and Mahano, I can't remember the name, zone, which is basically Eli Creek and the Shipwreck on Fraser. So that will be tomorrow's trip. Hopefully the weather clears up, we'll be able to float down Eli Creek and have a good look around the wreck. But that's a bit of an update for now. There's just been a whole lot of relaxing and fishing. So I figured just do a bit of an update and you can see what we're up to. So quick update, it's now 11:45 on Monday. It's still raining. It's hard to see, but it is actually coming in sideways. I've had to move my swag. That's just over there by my parents' car, and it is absolutely drenched. Can't even talk. But the good thing is that the Wanderer stretcher that the swag is on is bloody well built, that the actual stretcher is waterproof and there's a nice pool of water underneath the swag. So that's a good sign that it's a good quality made stretcher, because you're not going to have stuff coming from under you or above you. So it's good waterproof. So points for Wanderer for making a brilliant stretcher. It's just a little bit too well because it's sort of sunken into my swag, but that's my own fault. But now I know that if I'm going to set the stretcher and the swag up, I should build on a bit of an incline just so I've got somewhere for the water to run off when it rains. But we just went up to Cathedral Beach, got ourselves a coffee, and spoke to the shop owner, and there's a fair bit of more rain coming. They're expecting about 35 mil all day, and it's not expected to fine up till later tonight. So I think there might be a sleeping in the car situation tonight, but other than that, it's still a brilliant experience on Fraser. So we'll have a look at the damage that the swag is in after the rain stopped. No, it doesn't have a light, but yeah, oh well. Here's a day's rain, but nice rain and swag. And luckily for us, the rain held off the next day, where we were able to get out and check out the Mahino Wreck, which is just south of where we were staying, and then moving down to Eli Creek, where we could enjoy some sun. Made it to Eli Creek, where we're going to go float down the actual creek line. Now I'm ready with my pretty little Dirt Things unicorn. Got the face pumping up their tubes. Hey? I'm filming, so this is brilliant content. So we've made it to the boardwalk of Eli Creek, where we're going to go jump in. And we've got the pretty little unicorn we're going to float down it with. After enjoying a nice day at Eli Creek floating around, it was time to head to Zone 4 campsites, set up for the night, and sit back and relax. We've just spent 2 nights at Zone 4 camping area, which is just south of Eli Creek and the Mahino, which we checked out the other day, which you would have seen. So from here we've just gone and packed up, because obviously it's our last morning here. So into Zone 2, which is pretty much Eurong. So there's 2 camp spots for Zone 2, or 3, I can't remember. One's just north of the entrance of Eurong, and the other one's south, just of the entrance of Eurong. So pretty much in the township of Eurong for the next 2 nights, and then we are back off the island to go pick up the dogs. So yeah, we're just going to finish packing up, and we'll show you the campsite down at Eurong when we get there. So it is Saturday morning. We just stayed 2 nights at the Zone 2 campsites, which is, I think we stayed in the actual One Hill Rock. I can't remember, I have to look at the map. We had a bit of condensation again during the night, so everything's damp again, which we nicely dried out the few nights before. But it's been a good spot here, nice and secluded, protected. We're going to go head to Eurong Bakery now, grab a coffee and head off. So this morning was our last morning on Fraser, so grab bakery, grab something to eat and drink, and then make our way down to Inskip Point to grab the barge across to Rainbow Beach. So we will see you on the travelling bits, or maybe we'll just see you in a little bit. are back on mainland of Australia. Now we've just gone around and pumped all our tyres back up using the Interflate tool that we used when we were pumping down or airing down when we were on the island. So it made it nice and quick. So now that we've aired back up, we're going to head into Rainbow Beach, head up to the car wash and give the cars a good rinse of all the sand and salt water. So we'll head over there now. So we've just finished at the Rainbow Beach full drive and underbody car wash. So the car is now spotless. Well, not spotless, but it's clean. Just mainly to get the sand and the salt water out from underneath the car to stop any rusting or any rust spreading that was already in, say, like the chassis or underbody, just anywhere really. So now that that's all done, we are going to go head to our next accommodation, which is the Tin Can Bay Motel somewhere, I think. Now the reason we've just done that is so we can have a shower and we got somewhere nice and dry to stay for the night. So we'll go head there now and get all cleaned up ourselves. So we clean the cars, clean ourselves up, wash all the clothes, and then get ready for the adventure home. Now, if you've liked the trip so far, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and you can stay up to date with all our future trips. And we will see you in the next one. Bye!